Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology.
Oh no, Gary Shilling shit's going to get declaring that they are security. It's time to no longer pretend that he's never been genuine. Oh, Gary Gensler in the bread. What goes on inside your head? Will you have to pay a fine for shilling on company time?
Gary, looks like you fucked up, oh, Mr. Gensler. Looks like you were promoting Algorand, and then you made it a goddamn security. Go directly to
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand.
go directly to
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology. The best performance you could create. Uber on top of it. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology.
Oh no, Gary Shilling shit's going to get declaring that they are security. It's time to no longer pretend that he's never been genuine. Oh, Gary Gensler in the bread. What goes on inside your head? Will you have to pay a fine for shilling on company time?
Gary, looks like you fucked up, oh, Mr. Gensler. Looks like you were promoting Algorand, and then you made it a goddamn security. Go directly to
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand.
go directly to
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology. The best performance you could create. Uber on top of it. The question is then, who would update this? Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology.
Oh no, Gary Shilling shit's going to get declaring that they are security. It's time to no longer pretend that he's never been genuine. Oh, Gary Gensler in the bread. What goes on inside your head? Will you have to pay a fine for shilling on company time?
Gary, looks like you fucked up, oh, Mr. Gensler. Looks like you were promoting Algorand, and then you made it a goddamn security. Go directly to
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand.
go directly to
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology. The best performance you could create. Uber on top of it. The question is then, who would update this?
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed the little montage before. I was running a little late. I've been a little stuck on my phone this morning trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Oh my God. What a life. What a life we lead. I'm getting that tingling feeling, that crypto is dead feeling thing. You know what I mean? Which is always a good sign for prices to go down and give you an opportunity. Folks, we are here. It is Wednesday. Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon to the rest. And good evening to a few. Okay. Oh, boy, man. How's everybody doing? You in the chat? What's going on over there? Over, under, on times, Coop says da-da. Oh, man. You guys are here for the drama. Good morning, guys. Crypto could not be more alive. I agree with you, actually. I actually agree with you. But that sentiment, that flavor comes around every once in a while. And we aren't there yet because in a lot of ways, I think people like CZ and Justin Sun have been keeping us afloat. But I don't know. Has a shoe dropped in the last 15 minutes while I was dancing in my kitchen, eating my yogurt, listening to Silvio Macali's Algorand. Oh, Gary Shilling shit coins again. All right, we're not going to do that. But man, I like that song. That was good. One more time. What did I do that 3 times? It was only a minute and a half. I needed time, folks. I needed time. I should figure out a more fun kind of while you're waiting type of thing. But anyways, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Smash that MF like button, like Rumi says. Just loop this for the next hour. I wonder how many I could keep. How many would I keep if I just loop this for an hour? All right, guys. Hey, look, I know we're starting late today, and there's a ton to talk about. I have some stuff queued up. I'm tired. My brain sucks right now, but I'm going to make it happen. There's some other things I teased in a tweet. I don't want to make a big deal out of it because I feel like we are all a bunch of, certainly in the Algorand community, we're taking some blows. You know what I mean? We're not in the first round, and our faces don't look like they did in the beginning of the fight. We're a little beat up, a little bruised, a little bloody, a little Nate Diaz-y. You know what I mean? We're going to win this fight, but we're going to look like Nate Diaz at the end of this fight. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen one of those fights that Nate Diaz won? Or even lost, to be honest. But man, he's won some fights and he did not look good afterwards. But he smoked his vape and he moved on like all of you are going to do. You're going to smoke your vape if you like that. And you're going to move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? I got another giveaway thanks to Algo Gator. I got motherfucker.algo. I'll be giving away on Friday in this show. I've got a Mingo. I've got a Crazy Goose Flock. I've got 2 bots. I got a pup. I got a Pyrenees Pack pup. I think I'm going to get a taco. I think I just saw in my DMs I might be getting a taco. And on top of that, I'm getting motherfucker.algo. So you can win all of that just by showing up on Friday at my 2-year anniversary show and hanging out in the chat. You'll have to do something in the chat that will be much more targeted than the last time. And I'm going to give that stuff away. Good stuff. I'm giving away good stuff, folks. All you guys get from the ReCoop is the good stuff. All right, let's just dive in real quick. Let's do some of that early stuff that we need to do. First, we'll look at the earnings calendar. Do you guys want to look at a 4/19 earnings calendar? Let's do it. All right. Let's just see who's reporting today. And then we'll look at CNBC. We'll go to Bloomberg, and then we'll go to CNBC, and we'll go to CoinDesk, and then we'll move on, and we'll talk about hash wars. We'll talk about the SEC a little bit. And we'll talk about some other things. It's going to be fantastic, guys. Are you excited? I hope you're excited. He's going to click watch again. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, doesn't look a day over 75. You know what I mean? When it was Taco Wednesdays. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about, Vivek, but Taco Wednesdays have happened at my house. Happy 50th birthday. Thank you guys so much. This is such a big one. I turned 50 today. I did know you when you live in Los Angeles, when you first move to Los Angeles, you realize two things. A, the objectification of people in Hollywood isn't solely for women. There is a whole cabal of very inappropriate men and women towards men. I noticed that was gross. And then two, I noticed that people will lie about their age higher. So people will tell them that they look good. So a woman I had been talking to, not dating or anything, but just I was bartending, and she would tell me that she was 53, and I would always be like, "Damn, you look so good." And then one day she had to show me her ID for some damn reason. I don't know why, or she did show me her ID, and I saw she was 44. I was like, "What?" But anyways, I saw on Twitter, is it John Wood's birthday too? Do me and John Woods share a birthday? That'd be cool. All right. So first we'll look at the earnings, and then we're going to move. We'll do this all super fast because I know you guys probably care very little about this. Check that out. Let's get that down. Let's get that down. Okay. Make sure I'm sharing it. See, guys, this is what 8 months does. 8 months. This is what 8 weeks does. You start sharing when you share your screen, put yourself in it, let everybody watch. All right. So today is a big day. Tesla. There's rumors circulating. It seems like hopium to me, but whatever. I have no idea. Unsubstantiated rumors that Tesla added Bitcoin to their balance sheet in January at $20,000. I don't know. I'm not buying into it. And I actually, frankly, don't really care. But it probably would be good for the Bitcoin price. And then some healthcare, it looks like. Airplanes. Sure went some paint. Some banks, some gambling, NASDAQ, Discover Bank. Anything interesting? Another bank. I guess there's some interesting stuff. Okay, but this isn't like Levi's. We'll find out how many 501s were sold. Just kidding. All right. Well, this is less exciting than I thought it might be. I think next week is our week. This is the week that we all. Oh, I should be turning this. I don't have this on my Ethernet. Okay, this is taking too long. Okay, good. There you go. Next week we got This is big tech next week, so we'll find out next week. Tune in next week when Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Visa, Exxon. Yada, yada. Coke did fine. All right. Lots of stuff. Next week is the big week. Okay, moving on. Let's go to our friends at CNBC. Meta is continuing to lay people off. Futures are down. We're looking at almost 1% down on the NASDAQ as investors digest latest earnings. Oh, my God. Meta has started its latest round of layoffs, focusing on technical employees. Cool. Morgan Stanley tops analyst expectations on better than expected trading results. You're doing good trading. Cool. You trading against your customers? Probably not. Probably. Mortgage demand from home buyers drops 10% as interest rates drop. That makes sense. Europe has a answer to Biden's Chip Act. Bitcoin and Ether fall as investors weigh persistent inflation and rising interest rates. Or there was just a massive sale on Binance. And usually when there is a crazy market sale on Binance of Bitcoin, that leads us to bad news. So we'll see. I posted a little poll on my Twitter at @Coop_Daniels. You should be following that, please. And my poll was, do you guys think that this is just do you think the bad news is going to be Justin Sun? Do you think it's going to be CZ? Do you think it's just the Fed trying to cause some doubt and push the price down a little bit? Or do you think we're headed for a massive short squeeze? Oh, Jerry. Oh my God, Gary. Did you guys watch the the testimony yesterday? I thought Gary did a great job. Just kidding. All right, so let's go to Bloomberg real quick. Gary just really was there, squinting at people, trying to avoid questions, and then softening his lies at the end. So hoping nobody, I mean, it was a display of, it was terrible. He really came off. I mean, obviously I am totally biased, but he came off awful, in my opinion. Morgan Stanley profit slide amid investment banking slowdown. Didn't we just see on CNBC them say they made a bunch of money? But I guess their profits slide. So Bloomberg would like to emphasize that. CNBC, I think Bloomberg is a little shorter the market than the CNBC gods. Just kidding. But I do notice that CNBC tries to pump a little more hopium, and Bloomberg tries to give a little more dose of reality. Credit Suisse was accused of hindering a probe into Nazi accounts. Tesla shares drop as Musk cuts prices again ahead of earnings. So that probably means that sales aren't great, or what? He keeps on cutting the price. My my brother and sister-in-law, my brother and sister are married, and they have a Tesla. I've never had a Tesla, and they were all excited about their Tesla. Somebody hit their Tesla, and it has like a pretty small dent, but it's a significant dent, and nobody's insurance will cover it because it's so damn expensive. And they can't even like pop the dent out on like a normal car. They have to replace because of what's on the other side of the dent. So this, like, they either just have to live with this dent in their brand new Tesla, or they have to pay something stupid like $25,000 with no insurance help. And that's my brother's story. So who knows? Maybe he just has crappy. You can't have crappy insurance, and well, I don't know what you can have. Anyways, made me not want a Tesla. All right. So we don't care about any of this, do we? You guys don't care about this. You guys don't care about me. All right. So let's go to CoinDesk. Oh. Okay. Crypto wealth manager on ramp taps. Okay, shut up. Okay, this is video. Oh man, I'm not even going to cover it. This Pepe Chad thing. I know you guys are making a ton of money and you're having a great time. I do not have the bandwidth to figure out what the fuck you guys are doing with Pepe. Okay, Pepe, Chad, freaking Tiddlywinks. I don't care. I don't want it. I don't want it. But I hope that you people make a ton of money. All right, so now we're all playing the game. How far down are we going? April 19th. Of course it has to. Oh, there's always something weird that happens on April 19th. You guys excited for tomorrow? Are you gonna get stoned? Are you gonna get stoned all day? I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm going to game 3 of the Clippers Suns. That'll be fun. Bitcoin slid more than 3% to 30,000, below 30,000. While the sell-off didn't appear to stem from any immediate fundamental reason, an unexpectedly high UK March inflation figure of more than 10% may have influenced market sentiment. So we got that inflation is going up. We got one of those unexpected inflation numbers going up in the UK of more than 10%. And I think that probably the Fed will be looking at that like being like, man, we need to keep on raising rates. We're definitely I think we're getting another 25 basis point raise in early May, be my guess. But I guess a lot can happen in the next 2 weeks. Bitcoin saw some decent liquidations on Binance, which dropped as a consequence of long REX being washed out early this morning. There was close to 100 million in liquidations, according to whatever, who added that many investors are buying at under 29,200. Yeah, there was somebody posted an order book on Twitter, and there seemed to be a lot of orders right underneath 29,200. This was clearly an opportunity for many investors who had anticipated the drop to get back in at lower levels. Okay, I wouldn't exactly get all excited about this clearly being an opportunity for investors at 29.2. Like, it's not that much lower. And usually, like I said earlier in the show, as far as I can tell, that usually these big sales on Binance are usually happening before bad news. So we'll see. And a lot of times that bad news comes out around 7:30 my time. So 10:30 Eastern. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Gary Gensler refused to say whether Ether is a security. That was embarrassing. Also, the fact that he says that he's never owned any cryptocurrency at all. That's weird. If you taught MIT classes about Bitcoin and you've never actually like opened a wallet, figured it out, added some Bitcoin, did the thing. Never did the thing, Gary. Gary, you never did the thing. Nobody believes you. Just lying under oath. Do you guys know about our friend Gary? We're gonna do a little tutorial on our friend Gary. But before we do that, let's just look at CoinMarketCap. Let's see how that goes. We're sharing, right? I'm clicking around. Yeah, look at that, man. Like a pro. Like a damn pro. Look at this. Sorry, guys. Feeling a little juicy today. Ooh, the volume. Look at that. Volume is high. We haven't had numbers like that in a while. 20, 22. I mean, these still by normal standards, bull market standards is very low. But we've been sitting at like 17, 18, and even lower for a while. So 22.6 is pretty good. But there we go. We're at 29.3. If it breaks below this, if it breaks below 29, you've got to expect a lot more pain. But it's even over the last hour. Ethereum is even in the green a bit over the last hour. But in the last 24 hours, it's gotten hit a bit more. BNB down 5% in the last 24 hours. XRP broke down below 50 cents. Cardano still above 40 cents. Polkadot's at about 650. Yeah, so it's all kind of like down a little bit. We'll see. This could just be a down test, and we're headed back up on a Wednesday. Yeah, okay. And there we go. Algorand. Silvio Macaulay's Algorand is at 20.5 cents. Oh boy. We're hearing some interesting things about AlgoFi, any US-based DApp not being able to potentially receive DeFi boosted rewards. Be careful out there, folks. Take care of your capital. I am hearing that solutions are being worked on, but people are proceeding with caution for sure. All right. So I promised you a little Gary. I'll stop doing this, guys. Oh my God. Sorry. But let's just look at this real quick. Look at him. Look at those eyes. You could get lost in those eyes, couldn't you? Just get lost in those eyes. Who does he look like? Looks like somebody creepy. All right, Gary Gensler, the chief financial officer for Hillary for America campaign. You guys knew that, right? The Wall Street apostate pushing Clinton towards financial progressivism. Might seem surprising that Hillary Clinton picked a former Goldman Sachs guy to manage her campaign finances as CFO and advisor on economic policy, considering all the criticism she gets over her Wall Street ties. But Gary Gensler is no ordinary veteran of the government Sachs cabal. By his own admission, Gensler underwent a major transformation from a Goldman Sachs executive in Rubinite That's what Robert Rubin, who used to be the Treasury Secretary, to a true believer in regulation following the 2008 financial crash. Yeah, he believes in regulation, doesn't he? All of us that were involved at the time, and certainly myself, should have done more to protect the American public through aggressive regulation. So this guy just fails every time he goes. Everywhere he goes. And he overcorrects. He failed in 2008. He overcorrects. He fails with FTX, overcorrects. I mean, this dude was having meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried and just all about it. The entire government was propping up this boy genius and FTX with his Democratic or whatever Stanford Law parents heavily donating to the Democratic Party like a crazy person. Oh, you don't think that Gary was giving Sam Bankman-Fried preferential treatment because of all the money he was giving his buddies and Democrats? Come on, guys. This corruption goes both ways. Nobody's saying Democrats are bad, Republicans are great. Nobody's saying that. All I'm saying is right here is an example of Democratic corruption. All right. All of us that were involved at the time should have stopped being in the industry. Okay, it doesn't matter. He shortly before he became chairman of the CFTC in the Obama administration, where he would earn praise from liberals for cracking down on derivatives trading. This year, Gensler, a close ally of Senator Elizabeth Warren, was instrumental in producing what even Bernie Sanders called the most progressive platform in the history of the Democratic Party, especially when it came to Gensler's specialty, Wall Street reform. I wish he'd get back to that. Among the progressive ideas on the platform, like get rid of dark pools and shit like that. That would be cool. How about you actually take care of retail investors? You could literally create a framework for DeFi and for everything to flourish. And you could just really kind of, regulate stable coins, regulate centralized exchanges in a reasonable way. Make sure all that fraud that happened at your buddy Sam Bankman-Fried's place doesn't actually happen. And maybe don't be just lulled into siding with people that give your buddies money and stop being so transparently corrupt. He also advises Clinton on a broad array of financial subjects, from Wall Street to corporate taxes, manufacturing policy to, whatever. Even if Donald Trump loses to Clinton, his and Sanders' success. And so anyways, my point is I don't know. Look at those eyes. He was squinting. That brow was furrowed. What are you saying to me? Huh? I've never owned it. I just keep my digital assets on the stock market. Like he had that. So he was so ready with that stupid line with the stupid smirk. Do we look at Vestige? Let's look at Vestige. Let's see how our friends in the ASA world are doing. Unequivocally bad, but I guess even. Oh my God. Cosmic Gold. A lot of farms, tiny man packed. There's going to be a lot of good opportunity in Algorand DeFi. It's hard right now. It's hard out here for an Algorand pimp. Sorry, guys. It's a day for me to celebrate me. You know what I mean? And a lot of these types of, the way I'm talking is just the way I talk. All right. So I actually just want to make sure that I'm not falling behind real quick. So I'm going to come back to you guys. I'm going to stop sharing, put my grill up there, and I'm going to see how it's going. Doesn't look a day over 75. Earnings are not going to, Doc is out. Yep. Oh, Doc is completely out. Yeah. Earnings aren't going to be good this season. No, they're not, Maximus. It doesn't seem like it. He sold 2 months ago. They've been indicating that with all their layoffs. But they might give good guidance, which could, a lot of people are worried about off-ramps closing off in the U.S. Well, yeah, you should be worried about that. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. Coop, Algorand pump. I'm here for it. Unclear to who? Algorand pimp. We don't. We don't. So I don't know why I'm saying it like that. That's actually the way my wife says that word. Pam. So I'm copying my wife, which is disgusting. Just kidding. She's funny. She actually is pretty funny. By the way, I haven't been drinking, but I actually decided that I was going to allow myself to to drink on Saturday night, even though I felt like crap, which I'm feeling a little better today, even though I didn't sleep that much. But I will say I got hammered and I tweeted, and it was the first time ever I had like, tweets from the day before that I could like show my wife like those tweets and not be embarrassed, because it was all about me like talking about how hot she was. I was like, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me. You know what I'm saying? I got to delete that shit. Oh man. She's all right. All right. Definitely looks good to have after having 3 kids. Okay. So, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I have some like crazy stuff, guys. Oh God, I don't even want to tell you. I want us all to just live in a bubble of like a little packaging bubble thing, and this all be safe for a little while. Don't you just want to be safe? But before we do that, let's just look. I went down a Hash Wars wormhole yesterday, so we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna go to a very well-respected. I actually don't know anything about this publication, and I don't know if it is respected or not. I'm assuming that it's not in the West, but we're gonna look at it anyways. Let's share screen, and let's check out the Moscow Times. I love it. There it is. All right. I'm going to check out the Moscow Times real quick. This is the Moscow Times from April 7th. 3 and 4 Russian manufacturers hit by Western standard. Okay, wait, that's not what I was. Wait, this isn't what I wanted. I'm not talking about Western. What happened? How did I lose? Okay. Somehow the article changed. Can you guys still see this? Okay, good. Gary, can we get rid of this? No, I definitely don't want to turn that on. All right. So Russia becomes world's 2nd largest crypto miner. Everybody's wondering where all that hash rate is coming from. Russia has become the world's 2nd largest cryptocurrency mining country this year. The Kommersant Daily reported Friday. Russia's largest Bitcoin mining provider, BitRiver. While the United States remains by far the world's largest crypto miner, probably should keep it that way, boasting 3 to 4 gigawatts of mining capacity, Russia's generating capacity reached 1 gigawatt in January to March 2023. In taking 2nd place for the first time, Russia took a spot previously occupied by Kazakhstan, which introduced restrictions on crypto mining activities in 2022, and now ranks 9th. China, which banned crypto in 2021, did not make BitRiver's top 10 at all. But we do know that China, because they see it can hurt the United States, is starting to get more open to at least them controlling a bunch of it. I'm sure that they're not reporting stuff that they're doing as well. Bitcoin use is limited in Russia due to restrictive laws, yada, yada. Still, cryptocurrencies have been linked to Russia's sanctions evasion strategies, with the United States blacklisting the Bitcoin. I mean, obviously, this is not state. It's independent news. On some level, the way it reads does not read like propaganda. Okay, so enough of the Moscow Times, and then we'll just go real quick to Cointelegraph, which tells Russian government subsidizes crypto mining facility in Siberia. The facility, which opens this year, will possess 30,000 crypto mining machines, hire 100 workers, and consume 100 megawatts from the power grid. They got lots of power over there. They got lots of energy in that Russia and Siberia and all that. The crypto mining industry has faced moratoriums in some parts of the United States and Canada in recent months. Now Russia provides tax incentives for those who want to invest in crypto mining. With the government's direct support, the new 12 million crypto mining center will open in East Siberia. According to local media, the state-owned corporation, for me just reading words and not paying attention, let's just keep going on. If I stop paying attention to me reading, I know you guys are too. The facility will possess 30,000 mining machines, hire 100 workers, and consume 100 megawatts from the power grid. It will open in the first half of 2023 and be owned and run by BitRiver. Okay, so this is an earlier article probably, right? Yeah, this is from February. So anyways, so now we see that Russia is really amping up their Bitcoin mining. Then are you guys familiar with Jason Lowery? He works on the Space Force. He's in the United States government. He wrote a PhD thesis called Soft War, which has been all of the rage in the Bitcoin community, except for the fact that what's his face, Max Kaiser, feels like he stole all of his ideas. And Jason Lowery's like, well, I just was inspired by your ideas, bro. All right, Marty Bent, also big figure in the Bitcoin community. Long time, obviously you guys know who Marty Bent is. Well, he tweeted, Russia is mining a lot of Bitcoin. You ready for the US government to try to force miners to censor transactions, Anon? And then Jason Lowery, retweets this and says, far more likely, in my opinion, that Russia and China will combine their hash rate together and censor US transactions or outright 51% attack. Eventually, everybody, even the most anti-statist Bitcoiners, will understand why the US is going to have a hash force. So either way, these very serious people are speculating on the censoring of transactions of Bitcoin. Doesn't sound good, does it? Russia's mining a lot of Bitcoin. Then this feels like an attack that Bitcoin must eventually overcome on its journey. Sort of agree with that. Oh, and now Lynn Alden, another very respected person in the Bitcoin community, she wrote this, which was also contrary. So this guy's saying, hey folks, what's going on? How are you? My name's Davido. Contrary to popular belief, Bitcoin is not invincible. Control of the hash rate can become control of all transactions globally. Government knows this. I've had people in the past tell me that I could assume know something. Say, the government could break Bitcoin if they wanted. I didn't believe him. So hopefully that's not true. All right, but this is what Lynn Alden said at a small Princeton event last week. Among other panel speeches, Carol House spoke about censoring Bitcoin. She is the former director of cybersecurity for the White House National Security Council, and prior to that was at FinCEN focusing on cryptocurrencies, and prior to that was in the military. Some of her main points: energy-related regulation may push some hash rate outside the U.S., whereas she would rather see more of it in the U.S. so that they can force miners to censor the network on the base layer. She also views international cooperation as a necessary component for successful censorship. She also wants stakers to be forced to censor their proof-of-stake networks. It's not just about telling miners not to mine certain transactions, but it's not even build atop blocks that have non-compliant transactions so that those transactions don't get anywhere in the chain. So that bodes very poorly for Ethereum, especially with those, all of those blocks that have non-compliant transactions in it. That's a big problem, folks. A 51% attack, in other words, her main concern is censoring states like North Korea from being able to participate in the network. The event was interesting because there were several very different perspectives. On one hand, there was Roya Mahboob talking about using Bitcoin in Afghanistan, followed by Troy Cross, Craig, I'm not going to squint. I can't read this, it's small. And Natalie Smolinski talking about the importance of Bitcoin from an ethical perspective. On the other hand, there were panels about bored apes and speeches about how to censor the networks. All right, whatever. So you guys get it. It's interesting. Was I not sharing? Oh, I was sharing. Good. All right. I was sharing. I don't have to get mad. So we're just blazing through some stuff real quick, and then we will. Have you guys seen? This? So our friend in the Algorand community, big fan of Algorand. She is a proponent. She's actually a MetaMask dev. Her name is Tay, but she loves Algorand. Just kidding. I don't think she does, but she was very outspoken during my algo. Now she is speaking out because maybe MetaMask wallets are being drained. A hacker has stolen 10 million in Ethereum, and no one knows how. A hacker has been targeting OG crypto users since December, draining their wallets and leaving experts baffled. Taylor, that's her name, Taylor Monahan. She's a former CEO and founder of Ethereum wallet, my manager, My Crypto, said on Twitter Tuesday that 5,000 in ETH had been stolen since December. That's over 10 million worth of crypto at today's prices. The worrying part, it's hit hardware wallets of users who prioritize security, according to Monahan. For the past 48 hours, I've been unwinding a massive wallet draining operation. Folks, the people are those who are more crypto native than most and reasonably secure. We're hit by the draining of funds. I actually didn't see that hardware wallet part last time. Across 11 chains, it's wrecked my friends and OGs who are reasonably secure. No one knows how. In other words, these aren't crypto newbies clicking on obvious phishing links that are being drained. The attack is far more sophisticated than that, and it's OGs who are being wrecked. No one knows how. The security team behind popular crypto wallet MetaMask told Decrypt that the unidentified exploit hit crypto users, including but not limited to MetaMask users. The on-chain behavior heavily suggests a private key compromise. What current investigations are showing is that it seems that this specific attack vector is pointing towards these users' secret recovery phrases being compromised somewhere down the line, likely due to unintentionally insecure storage of said phrase. Okay, we don't need to learn what private keys are. Monahan also said that the attack targeted funds held on wallets created from 2014 to 2022. My best guess right now is that someone has got themselves a fatty cache of data from 1+ years ago and is methodically draining the keys as they parse them from the treasure trove. She emphasized that, however, that this is only a guess and no one yet has been able to determine the source of their compromise. Her advice is to not keep all your assets in a single key or secret phase for years. If you ever get to the point where your wallet is so old that you can't remember if you've been 100% diligent with its key at all times, then consider creating a new wallet. All right. So more unexplained hacking, private seeds leakage. So something's going on. We'll finish off this news with real quick. Fed Governor Bowman, U.S. digital dollar poses some risks. The Fed Now program shows that most of the benefits of a CBDC are being achieved through other technologies. I agree with you, Bowman, Michelle. While a U.S.-operated central bank digital currency could dramatically improve settlement times and international payment systems, a digital dollar comes with a lot of risks. A top argument against a CBDC used by both government officials and constituents is that such assets may be a potential infringement on privacy. Yeah. We must ensure that consumer data privacy protections embedded in today's payment systems continue and are extended into future systems. The Fed Now program, which is set to launch its instant payment system. Okay, whatever. There's an argument that a CBDC could bring the unbanked into the financial system and provide them with more access. And Bowman countered this point. It's just not plausible, she said. I think it's unlikely the unbanked population would find the government somehow more trustworthy than highly regulated banks. Well, I mean, I guess if the CBDC was always, you could always just get it back real quick. People know that the Fed can just print money, I guess. And then there's people saying the opposite of that. But there seems to be some opposition to a CBDC at the Fed. And, you could just let the private market handle it, things like Circle. And then you can do your stupid Fed Now thing because you guys destroyed the Signet thing and all of the other things. So, all right. So I guess that's enough. Now let's talk about Algorand. Silvio Macaulay's Algorand. Let me go right here. Let's close this. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. How are you guys doing? I'm looking at you, chat, trying to keep up with this because, by the way, that was FUD. D13 did do a pretty funny thread on there was no massive inflation. They just moved it from one wallet to the other, and Algo Explorer which may or may not be Rand Lab's number one focus right now, reported it wrong. John's a good egg. Algo pimp. Coop say Algorand. Less reading, more pimp. That's funny. This drain has been going on for months, Tay. You fucking fucks. For real. She was so rude in the beginning of that. And then she became like she never did that. Or whatever. She's probably brilliant and just who cares. What you say about my boob? What are you talking about, Bama? Bama is now Algorand's number one influencer. He had one good tweet, and he let it go to his head, folks. Algobama let it go to his head. He got like 2,800 likes. I don't even know. Maybe it's like 4 million now. Algobama bought a new Mercedes, got spinners on it, got a lift, hydraulics, and a Mercedes with spinners. Can tell what generation I'm from. It should be an Impala, really. It's just a Dr. Dre video. Algobama is trying to recreate a Dr. Dre video now because of his newfound fame. I love you, Algobama. I love you is a big word. All right. So, okay. Well, you guys don't have anything. So, okay. I want to tell you guys a little story. Well, so for one, I did mention it earlier. There has been some talk about the DeFi rewards being held back potentially by the Algorand Foundation. I don't know. Nothing is confirmed. We have not heard from the foundation recently. Have we, by the way? Should I look? Should I make sure that you guys aren't looking at this so I can check all this stuff? I'm not sharing this, right? I'm not. Let's look at all this. Silvio Macaulay's Algorand. Did anybody give me anything good? So it is confirmed that me and John Woods had the same birthday. We're talking about how awesome John Woods is. Happy birthday to you, sir, if you're watching. Couple of Aries Taurus cusps. You know, we've had a little moat in between us lately. We were growing together, and then I screwed it up, folks. What I do in relationships sometimes is I blurt out the truth, and then they can't handle the truth. I'm sure John can't handle the truth. All right. So I don't see anything here. Yeah, no. They just retweeted Michael Jordan, who is a sweetheart. All right, folks. So you guys remember, and look, I'm going to blaze through this. We'll cover this more in depth another day because I don't feel like we need to dwell on it right now. Oh, I did want to share this, actually. Let's look at this doomer. This doomer, who I actually really like, Michael Arrington. He's not a doomer at all. Oh, he may be actually a little bit of a doomer. Doom and gloomer. But he did tweet something that was concerning, and probably I know that they're involved. I know Arrington is involved with AlgoFi. Michael Arrington, lawyers are now recommending to their DeFi clients that they geofence out any U.S. users. This will absolutely crush U.S.-based innovation. This has been guidance we've had for several months. Hurts U.S. investors too, not just the innovation. More wealth to share between the rest of the world. What a take. Look, folks, it'll put us U.S. citizens behind the eight ball, but it'll give more money for the rest of the world. Is this the strategy, U.S. government? Is this the strategy of the SEC to give more opportunity to the rest of the world because the United States has had too much opportunity for too long? Oh, man. Would it help? Did you guys watch the entire thing? Would it help if I wore that yesterday like 75 pearl necklaces and read about climate change for 5 minutes? Would that help me get through to the SEC? Which you guys know, if you watch my show, that renewable energy is something that I hold, I think is important. But wow, did that seem, it just seems ridiculous at some point when you're in this forum with the SEC and then you're reading some weird climate change thing and putting inflection. It was odd. It was hard to watch. I'm not going to lie. All right. So yeah. So that's Doomer right there, DeFi clients. But I actually think that ReCoop points out that there's been this guidance for several months. And so hopefully not a lot changes. But I'm sure you guys all know what to do if it does. Okay. Sweet. Make this small. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. So guys, hold down the on the keyboard and move the mouse wheel up at the same time, and it zooms in if it's too small. Oh man, Maximus. You guys, I do have the little wheel on the mouse. I was using the trackpad for a while, and that was a disaster. So I got a mouse with that little wheel, and all I have to do. Okay, let's just test. No, I'm not going to test it. We only have 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. What did? Use my Twitter likes as collateral for an Escalade with spinners. His Twitter likes were able to be used as collateral on Folks Finance, and he can commit that collateral and Escalade to Algorand governance, and it's going to be exciting. Tell us some good news, Coop. Well, okay, the good news is that I feel like Gary Gensler, and I have to check my bias here, and I have to check, my emotion a bit. But the good news, I think that Gary Gensler did a horrible job yesterday. I thought Tom Emmer came off incredible, really, and just eviscerated him. I think him pointing out, I think the good news, Zen, is what Tom Emmer pointed out about how their actions are actually helping the Chinese Communist Party. All right. I think that is going to actually raise some eyebrows. And if people start to actually believe that they're cracking down on this industry, that it's going to embolden Russia and China, they are going to pull back on this. And I actually think that is good news. I think he did terrible. I think he looks awful. And I think he's being exposed for overcorrecting. I think what happened is that he was corrupt. I think Gary Gensler was corrupt. And he was dealing with FTX, and they were doing favors for FTX because of all the money that that FTX was giving to Joe Biden's presidential, whatever, and run and all that shit. And then everybody else that FTX helped, and he was inclined to give FTX the head up, and then he got burned. He got burned bad by a bunch of hippies in the Bahamas, ugly hippies in the Bahamas, and so. And now what he's trying to do is, instead of take any responsibility, he's trying to blame the entire industry for that, and he's overcorrecting. So that's the good news. The bad news is if you guys have been watching my show, if you're in the Algorand community and you've been watching my show, especially this new live show, I went through a time. I have some documents. We're not going to look through it today. I guess we'll talk about it maybe tomorrow. I'll before 20, it'll be great. I'll just laugh through it. It'll make it easier to, no, it'd be too early, but it'll be easier for me to deliver it. But so if you've been paying attention, I had a bunch of questions. I've had a lot of questions about the early days of Algorand. And I think that this potentially could also be spun in a good way, because there is a civil lawsuit versus Pablo Yabo, David Garcia, right? That's Borderless Capital, and that's Rand Labs. The CEO of both, or maybe Garcia is Garcia the CEO. I think he is of Borderless, and Pablo Yabo certainly the CEO of Rand Labs. And that lawsuit, Garcia and team have been trying to get rid of that lawsuit, and they have been unable to do so. And now it is going, and people are going to have to start providing lots of information. As far as I can tell, that Steve Kokinos, the former CEO of Algorand Inc., has been subpoenaed, and our Lord and Savior, Silvio McCauley, as well. So he's going to have to, I believe, if I've got my information correct, he has been subpoenaed as well. So if you do hear rumors of Steve Kokino's, and this is potentially a positive about delivering this information, if you do hear rumors that Steve Kokino's and Silvio McCauley have been subpoenaed, that could make you want to tie it to the SEC action from the other day. But I don't think it has anything to do with that. I believe it has to do with this civil lawsuit versus David Garcia and Pablo Yabo from Coin Fabric. Now, the list of people, I'll just tell you really quick without sharing my screen at this moment. Okay, I just want to make sure that I protect everybody. So yeah, okay. So let's try, you said control. That didn't work. You said command. No, none of that worked. What did you say I had to do, Maximus? All right. But I could just do this. Let's do this. Let's just click on it. Okay. The issuance of subpoena deuces tecum, this gets pretty crazy, but letters authorizing the issuance of a subpoena for deposition. So they're going to get depositions from Steve Kokino's and a deposition from Silvio McCauley. So the plaintiff, Coin Fabric, their motions are granted. And any and all communications, including internal communications with David Garcia, Pablo Yabo, and Michelle Dada. So there you go, Gov. I said Dada once, twice, relating to, concerning. So they're going to have to give all internal communications, all communications that are relating to Algo Fabric, Algo DG Group, Borderless Capital, Coin Fabric, DGPY Group. Remember, I brought that up with David Garcia, Rand Labs, Sebastian Wayne. Payments, remunerations, algo distributions. We're going to find out all of how Borderless and all of that. We're going to get all the details, folks. We'll talk more about this another day, but in a lot of ways, this will be, and there's a lot, including any note agreement and drafts thereof about all those same. So basically the topics of communication that they're interested about, anything that has to do with Algo Fabric, Coin Fabric, Algo DG Group, Borderless Capital, David Garcia, DGPY Group, Michelle Dada, Pablo Yabo, Rand Labs, all of this is going to come out. All right. We can dive deeper into that if you want me to, but I'm not going to. That's it. Share screen. Doofy's being deposed, not caring. Good. Not sharing. I'm not sharing. I didn't share that. I'm just reading that. I don't want to emphasize it. Look, we're going through stuff. I can spin that in a positive way. Look, folks, what did they say? Transparency is the greatest disinfectant. At this point, I do believe that Algorand has been held back by some of this stuff that happened early on. And it's potentially, people are aware of it. And now, I mean, I do believe, now this is complete conjecture, and I don't know that this is 100% true, but my source said this was true, so I'll repeat it. Hopefully it's true, and hopefully it has nothing to do with it. But the same day that the motion was dismissed or the motion to get all these depositions and get all this information, this discovery, when it went through, that all of that stuff needed to be available, that same day that happened, Sean Ford stepped down. So I don't know any of this. All I know is that the early days are probably filled with something. It is sort of bullish that this complaint in the Bittrex thing puts it all in the past. So potentially, I don't know, who knows? We could get real crazy and we can be like, look, maybe they know some stuff's coming. I have no idea. But now we're in a new situation, and hopefully Algorand can adjust and we can move past whatever those early days were. And then possibly we just find out that those early days were very normal and it was all good. But yeah, So all of that is going forward. That will be public information. We're going to get all of that information, folks. So we'll see how that goes. Silvio McCauley. You can build Algorand. I love that you guys are singing that song in 1 and 3 word bits in the chat. All right. What else you guys want to talk about? This is what we'll call great technology. Oh, Gary. I need to do enough psychedelics to have a psychological break, and then I will just start doing videos like that shirtless dude. I have it in me, folks. I've got that kind of odd, chaotic brain as well. Whatever your Gabriel or whatever the hell your name is. Oh, the hat says it will not be public. Okay, you're right. Maybe you're right. So all that will be confidential. All of that discovery, that they won't make all that public. I'm no lawyer, folks. All I know is Harry. All right, let's just look real quick. How did futures do? If you guys have any questions, court will shield with the protective order. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Actually, as I was saying it, I was thinking, wait, will it be available? But we'll find out. We'll find out. Borderless Capital. Hope you're okay. Rand Labs. Hey, whatever happened to the MyAlgo hack? Just kidding. Just FUD at the end. Just a lot of just throw a bunch of FUD on your face. But just, folks, what I'd like to do is this is it's my birthday. Humor me. What I would like to do is gather all 37 of us in the Algorand community, and we all sit in a big circle wherever you guys want. I want lots of space, and then I want a bunch of other people in other communities to get giant super soakers filled with diarrhea and just shoot us. Shit. Oh my God, folks, doesn't it feel like we just get we're getting dropped, we're getting suplexed? It's gonna be okay, right? It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be good. We're happy. Algobama's doing numbers. I'm almost up to 10,000 Twitter followers. Will you help me get past that? That'd be cool. I'll get the inside scoop. I'll figure it out. Coop, let's see your moves. Shuffle challenge this week. I gotta shuffle. I'm letting this. I should have done the abs thing. Now I have to shuffle. Now you're losing me now, IRL. Nobody's shuffling. I almost started today's show with me dancing to that song. I thought that would be funny. Like I was gonna try to make it seem like I accidentally turned on the computer and I was dancing, but that seemed too difficult. DG owns a couple of nice V1 Flemmies. I mean, he gave a Goanna to Algo HQ for a hat. Rough start to Algo 2 2023. Decipher happened, and it's hard to decipher what's going on ever since. And I was excited after Decipher. I was feeling filled up. My tank was full. I was like Thirstober after NFT NYC. I was ready to go. I had my eyebrows were bushy. It was all good. Just another normal. Just another normal day, really. I love you guys. You guys are the best. If you guys want, hey Cooper, you look great from Italy. We're waiting for Silvio here. We're ready, Blade. I'm ready for to send him back to you. Make him safe. Create a safe place for him. I do like Italy. I've been to Italy several times. I've actually never been to where my family's from in the north, but I've spent a lot of time in Rome, Tuscany, just, that Rome, Tuscany area, Milan. And and we used to, the family that I was involved with at that point, the family I was involved with, what a weird way to put it, was also half Croatian. So we'd spend a lot of time in Hvar. It was a great time. It's a great time, folks. All right. Public Bush to the moon. Oh, Bush. equals happiness. Yesterday was chin day. See, hey, IRL. Yesterday was chin day on the ReCoop. Today is eyebrow day. All right. You can shuffle to dancing. I'll shuffle my eyebrows. I can't really do. Oh my God. Cooper's just now I'm handicapped. Okay, folks. ReCoop with the pubic bush. Oh boy. Let's stop this FUD. We have the best technology. The story says the best technology will pay off in the long run. Just remember how many search engines done in the past, and then welcome Google. In Soviet Russia, webpage browse you. Because of my Moscow Times, Chin Day was legendary. Oh my God. What's going to happen tomorrow? I should give, if I could get like a stoner themed, do I own a stoner themed NFT? I should get a stoner themed NFT to give away tomorrow. And then Friday will be the big day. We'll see if I can figure that out. All right, folks. If you have any questions, I mean, I'm here hanging out at 7-Eleven. I should probably, I can hear my little people on the side there, maybe ready to give me a birthday high five. Let me see. I'm gonna check real quick. Anything interesting? What's trending? The 49ers are trending. Why the heck are the 49ers trending? Oh, okay. So 49ers are about to trade Trey Lance, apparently. Which, wow, what a bust that was. You know what I'm saying? Warriors fell down behind 0-2 on the Kings. Man, it's easy. Easy question. What do you think about the Algorand CEO? The Algorand Inc. CEO, which there isn't one right now. That was W. Sean Ford. And now Silvio has said that he's going to get more involved with Inc. Or do you think Stacey Warden CEO? I think that, well, this is another thing I was going to say, and I don't think I said it. But considering Gary's long history with Hillary Clinton, and then the most recent picture of Algorand teaming up with the Clinton Foundation, doesn't it? I mean, it's just weird. Like, what is going on? And then having Gary having touted Algorand in the past. I mean, I know we're all talking about this and it's old at this point, but what are they doing? Because it does seem like all he's doing by singling out Algo so early is putting a target on his back for things that he knows he said in the past. It makes no sense. You got FUD all over you. We will FUD you. Man, you guys got all the songs. Go get your kids to school, Coop. We all need to get to work. Algo's going to take a big dump as we all lose our jobs for getting in late. And can't say Algo anymore. Don't be late to work. You guys need to keep your jobs. Okay. Stacy. Yeah. It's just odd. Yeah. What's up with that? Odd agree. We love it. We live in the weirdest timeline. I know. Well, anyway, so the point is I got distracted, but it's odd. It's odd that Gary has said that this is, and because it wasn't like it was mixed in with like Solana and Near and like other competitors in the same kind of category as them, which would easily pass the same exact test that Gary put onto Algo. That you could, I mean, in so many more ways, you can make the case that Solana is a security than you could even Algo. So it's so weird. And the language, putting it in the past during the relevant period, I mean, it puts my mind in, are they getting this out of the way? Is this actually a good thing for Algorand? You know, it's cope. That's definitely cope, but it's odd and it is suspicious, folks. Anyways, all right. I'm going to read through this and then we're going to go. Mooch called Gensler a bad faith regulator yesterday. Do you think this is a great way of Algo getting the all clear without being directly sued? I mean, Bittrex could get screwed by just one proving to be a security. The likes of Algo and Dash can get a reg. Yeah, I think that this potentially could be a way for algo to kind of get it out of the way and it never be, and that maybe Gary can't be accused of preferential treatment of algo because he led with algo. I don't know, but that's definitely hopium. Hey, Mel, thanks for, I'm glad you made it. Good morning. Algo getting a green light early, maybe. Oh my God, I've been watching 30 minutes behind this whole time. Wife and kids in Croatia. No kids. Yeah, that's so funny. See, I love how Zen is a half hour behind. Seems to me it's about the exchanges marketing the rewards and not about algo per se. But yeah, I'm not a lawyer. Well, I like you, Shek. I've liked you before, and I like you now with that comment. Let's hope they'll settle and algo will be the first to comply with SEC. Let's hope. I like that idea. Silvio did just recently say that he's going to be more involved. So let's get the FUD that I guess I perpetuate by, calling it out. But, I'm open to us all just moving on. Bittrex will sue algo, according to Paul Barron. Buy a bunch of edibles today and eat them all before the show tomorrow. So then I'll be fine for like the first 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden I'll be like, so, whoa. All right, guys, I'm getting a little paranoid. That's literally what the show would be. All right. So, and then I'll be like, you guys want to do that Silvio Bacali Algorand? It would be bad. At least he got a good laugh. Paul is totally barren. Okay. I actually at 409, I did see what you had sent me and I did watch a little of it. But maybe I didn't watch it all the way through. Maybe I didn't listen to it closely enough, but I didn't get that he was saying that Bittrex would sue Algorand. But pivot to playing Fractal Monsters. Oh, I didn't do my mission. That would be amazing. Oh shit, I didn't do my missions. Show us her emails. Hired to main actor of a new soundtrack. Gary. 1,000 milligrams should do. No, 1,000 milligrams. I probably would have a panic. I'd probably have a stroke live on TV, and we could all say goodbye to me. All right, guys. Hey, have a great rest of your Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's your day. It's your day, folks. And I'm excited. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm excited. What am I excited about? But we'll see. I'm very curious on what that massive sale on Binance means. Was it just somebody getting out of a position real quick? Or is it like what it's been and it's sort of foreshadows something worse? We'll see. All right. Ciao to Blade. Ciao, Blade. I'm not a gamer. What's the deal with Next Gen's partnership with that game? The game looked cool. And Blade, by the way, sorry, you had said, what do I think of the CEO of the Algorand Foundation, Stacy? I mean, Stacy's obviously well connected, and maybe what we are seeing, because I have been wondering, it's like, why did we give so much power to this woman or this person? Frankly, why did we give so much power to this person? Why did she seem so untouchable? I've been wondering that, and maybe we're seeing why, folks. So if that's the case, and we got to rally around her, leadership to navigate U.S. politics, well, at least we got a player. Oh man, but it doesn't sound fun to me. But so my thoughts is that if she can help navigate this, it'll be great. My other thoughts are that I would prefer the best tech to have a charismatic person that can communicate that best tech in an exciting way. That would be my preference. I just don't know enough. I do know that Stacy is a player. There's talent obviously there. And, I don't dislike her in any capacity. I want to see Algorand succeed. And so I'm on the fence about that leadership. All right, folks. Hey, thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, do all the things, help me with getting the word out if you can. And I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. All right, 6 a.m. my time. Okay.